Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host Saeed. I do want to thank you for joining us tonight, Monday the 7th of March 2021. A special good night to those of you that are up the Caribbean, around the globe, that are viewing us on Facebook, on Real Talk, live on Synergy Network. Those of you up the Caribbean who are viewing us live, special good night to you. And remember, tell your friends and families about Real Talk with Saieed Ali, whether you are in Trinidad, Tobago, Guyana, Grenada, Barbados. Just tell them about it. So I want to say a special good night again to the business community in Trinidad and Tobago. Some of you might say, but Saeed, why are you saying good night to the business community? I'm a businessman. And from time to time, I need to say good night to certain people who have authority to get things done in Trinidad and Tobago for a brighter Trinidad and Tobago. So here it is. This is one thing I have been saying for some time now. There has been mixed views from the business community over the government's recent move to halt the public sector vaccination policy. San Fernando Chambers of Commerce President Kiran Singh stated that there must be a compromise to allow vaccinated and unvaccinated persons to mingle for economic growth. I have been saying this for some time. For some time. You see, when I realize that even though you're vaccinated, you could still get the COVID-19 virus, I was like, something needs to be done. Something needs to be done. You're vaccinated 2 doses and you're still getting the virus. So which means we could move back and forth. We could move back and forth. So while those of you were condemning, literally condemning the unvaccinated, when certain business sectors were condemning the vaccinated, for instance, the president had to reshuffle detail because they only wanted vaccinated persons around them. The Prime Minister had to reshuffle his security details because they only wanted vaccinated security details around them. But when I start to mash them up on television, so here it is. If you take the vaccine and you're still getting COVID-19, what was the purpose of the vaccine? It was supposed to prevent you from getting the COVID-19 virus, but it did not prevent you. It did not. And when I started to mash them up with it now, then and only then, epidemiologist Dr. Avery Hines came out and said, well, you know, even though you took the vaccine, you could still get the virus. And remember that Trinidad and Tobago, 238-6716 is the number to call in. So I started with that and I started to run with that now. And even Terence Dialson came out and said, you know, well, the vaccinated people causing the, listen, I retract that. The unvaccinated people causing the vaccinated people to get the virus. All remember that? And then they started to label the unvaccinated. Certain workplaces did not want unvaccinated people to enter their place. Banks, some manufacturing places, store owners, business owners in general, they never wanted unvaccinated people to enter their premises. All I remember that? So now, you're in your car with your family, you're fully vaccinated, but yet you're wearing mask. I started to mash up health with that. Lo and behold now, they created safe zones. I just carried you back to bring you forward. Lo and behold now, they created safe zones. So keep in mind, you could be asymptomatic, carrying the virus and don't know. They created safe zones and telling the public only vaccinated people to go there. How is it that only vaccinated people could go in a safe zone when you're fully vaccinated and you're still getting the virus? So here it is. However, President of the Shoguna's Chamber, Rishi Sukhai, said, while it was good that the economy was reopening, a vaccination policy should be reconsidered for effective management of the COVID-19 virus. Meanwhile, Tobago Chambers of Commerce President Diane Haddad believed that all citizens should no longer be mandated to wear masks in public. She added, while she welcomed some of the Prime Minister's announcement, the government mask wearing mandate should be lifted in the context of what she observed were violations of existing COVID-19 protocols during Carnival. As such, she said, all restrictions and safe zone needs to be removed. So viewers, if we could have Carnival, a taste of Carnival in Trinidad and Tobago, that tells me that anybody could mingle. Anybody could mingle. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead.
I don't want to cut across your topic tonight, but I have a statement to make. I would like to know what happened with the Tobago House of Assembly, the guy who's the head of it now. He said he want to audit to investigate the money that they have. I have not heard anything about him again. Like he made a deal with Rowley, not to do that. Rowley told him not to do it again or what? I would like to know if that's still on, the audit for the Tobago House of Assembly. Thank you.
The audit is still on. The audit is still on. They are auditing. They are auditing. That will answer your question. Moving along, viewers, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley have stated that Trinidad and Tobago must be able to respond to emergencies of any COVID-19 variant, even as the world remains in the grip of the pandemic. This as he relaxed COVID-19 measures. However, continued mask wearing in public space remains effective. I could understand that. I could understand that. The PM stated that he was satisfied that to date, this government has done all that it could to preserve lives and balance the restoration of the economy. Listen to this.
I am satisfied that the government of Trinidad and Tobago, which I have the honor and privilege to lead, has done all that it could reasonably have been expected to do to preserve lives and balance the restoration and preservation of our economy. We are now at another milestone moment as we decide how we respond to the virus and manage our living with the virus. It is time for us to allow for greater discretion and personal responsibility in the society.
Now, viewers, he added that the government at this time cannot afford to abandon all public health measures. Hence, the PM stated that mask use will remain in force at this time in all public space and places where there is public interactions.
Appropriate mask wearing is an essential public health measure which should be retained at this time, especially due to the circulation of the extremely infectious Omicron variant, which lends itself to aerosolization and to significantly asymptomatic and mildly symptomatic disease. As such, mask use will remain in force at this time in all public spaces and places where there is public interaction.
Now we understand some people will be fearful. Yes, we understand that. I understand that. I do mask up when I go out into the public, and I always advise you, the viewing public, to wear your mask, wash your hands once you are out in the public domain. So now, confident that most of the population will respond to the gradually lifting of the COVID-19 restrictions with restraint, he reminded citizens to remain vigilant as the virus continues to claim lives. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but nevertheless, there's lots more in store right here on Real Talk with Saieed Ali.
Are you looking for quick cash and do not know where to turn? We have got the answer for you. Visit us at Real Talk Group of Companies. We are a licensed money lending financial institution. We are located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Our phone numbers are 339-1670, 267-7325 or 238-6716. Contact us today. We look forward to hearing from you.
Do you want to make the best investment but not sure where to turn? Put your mind at ease and worry no more. Real Talk Group of Companies is giving you a whopping 3.5% interest on your investments. Come on down and visit us today. We have 2 convenient locations just for you. Visit us at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando. Sit back and watch your money grow at Real Talk Investment. Do contact us now at 238-6716, 339-1670, or 242-7690. Our team of professionals are waiting for you. Grab this opportunity and invest today. Real Talk Investment, helping real people make real money. This ad was paid for by the Real Talk Group of Companies Limited.
Are you looking for the right investment? Are you looking for a greater return on your hard-earned cash? Look no further. Contact Real Talk.
The viewers, so let me talk to some real people tonight who like to invest real money to make real profit. Presently, Real Talk Group of Companies were paying 2.5%. And the 19th of March will make it 4 years that Real Talk with Saieed Ali is on Synergy Network. 4 years. So the month of March 2022 is our anniversary month. It's our anniversary month. And Real Talk Group of Companies is telling you, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago and regional, we are giving you 3.5% on a Real Talk fixed investment with Real Talk Group of Companies. Now, Real Talk Group of Companies, there are other companies under Real Talk Group of Companies under the umbrella. For instance, Real Talk with Saieed Ali, Real Talk Production is registered. So they are under the Real Talk Group of Companies. We have Real Talk Finance and Investment. We have Real Talk Security and Intelligence Unit. We have Real Talk Production. We have Real Talk Group of Companies. We also buy and sell used vehicles, even crash vehicles. We offer the best price. So now we are giving you 3.5% on a Real Talk fixed deposit system at Real Talk Group of Companies. 3.5%. I want you, Trinidad and Tobago, I want you to understand what I'm saying. 2.5% was giving you $2,500 on a $100,000 investment. 3.5% is giving you $3,500 on a $100,000 investment. Now you could start from $10,000, go straight up all the way to $1 million, $2 million. It's guaranteed percent. It's not like I come to you and I'm telling you, hey, we are offering you 3%, but we're paying you 1% guaranteed. It's not no trick of no trade here. It's not no trick of no trade. If we tell you you invest $200,000 and you're getting $7,000 at the end of 12 months, you're getting $7,000. It's 3 years and over. 3 years, 4 years, 5 years on your investment. That is the stipulated contract time. Make your investment and watch real money grow. What more you want than that? Eh? You never know. In a couple of months from now, you never know. We might be introducing 4%, 5%, maybe next year, year after. You never know. So now is the time, viewers, to grab the opportunity to get a 3.5% Real Talk fixed investment at Real Talk Group of Companies. We have 2 locations. Let's rub that in. We have 2 locations, viewers. We have a central office, 14 Carolina Savannah Road in Shogunas, 2386716 or 3391670. We have our south office, 132 Sipera Road, Victoria Village in San Fernando. You can contact them at 2427690 or call me at 3391670. So viewers, we are offering you the best, and what you get is the best only on Real Talk. So as we move on with our program tonight, restaurant owner Peter George is disappointed that the government safe zone policy has not been discontinued. George stated that the safe zone policy was simply unclear. He also questioned why the government backed down on the vaccine mandate for public sector workers, but employees in the fast food or employees in the food and beverage and entertainment industry needs to be vaccinated to work. As the country began to transition itself from epidemic to endemic phases, persons must now take personal responsibility for the virus. As of today, Monday, all public servants returned to work as normal as the public service resumed full service. Trinidad and Tobago. How you call that? That is another win-win situation for Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Remember, I was telling those in authority that you want to make it mandatory, you want to trample over the rights of us, human, in Trinidad and Tobago as citizens, you want to take away our rights to freedom of choice. Remember, I told them, I will hire QCs and I will personally take the government to court if you make it mandatory. That is another win-win. So today, I am pleased to announce, public servants return to work as normal as the public service resumed in full today. How do you call that? Tell you when you hear I come here. I just don't come to talk, I come with action. I come to tell you, hey, we're doing this and we're doing this. Because I would sit back and analyze the X and the Y and the Z and the A and the B. And if I tell you, hey, we're going forward, we're going forward. Not backward. Not backward. But yet, I continue to ask, how safe is our safe zone? Do you think our safe zone policies should be abolished? Yes, I understand the wearing of masks in Trinidad and Tobago. I understand that. But do you think our safe zone policies should be abolished? Because recently, not too long ago, about a week or two back, children under 12 could have go in to safe zone under 12. So I want to ask Terence, I want to ask the Prime Minister, I want to ask the medical board in Trinidad and Tobago, why is it that the 12 and over or 12 to 18 cannot go into safe zones with their parents, but the 12 and under could go? Could somebody shed some light on that? We have the tender age going. Under 12. You're going to a restaurant, you could go into the play park, you could go into the pool park, but yet the 12 to 18, they cannot do that. Why is that? Why is that? Is it because they are in school? Is it because they are in school? They are required to have the vaccine? But then listen this. Listen this. Education Minister Gatsby Dolly said, according to her international report, 3 feet apart is good enough. After 3 feet, it doesn't have any effect. Remember when she said that? It have no effect. I tell you, watch my things I tell you, let some of you just be amazed, but it coming to pass. Or let's see it for yourself now. You've seen it for yourself. So we're moving on, viewers. Minister of Energy Stuart Young have stated that he is unaware of any consideration by Paria Fuel Trading Company Limited for any of its executive to temporarily step aside from duty while an investigation is being conducted into the February 25th incident at its Point-a-Pier compound in which 4 divers died.
For the record, it is not the Minister of Energy or anyone at the Ministry of Energy who has taken any of these decisions with respect to Paria's operations and how they are treating with their subcontractors. Secondly, I am not aware of what decisions may be under consideration by the board management at Paria. At this time, what I am aware of is that there have been nothing has been sent to me with respect to the removal of any officers, and not that that needs to be sent to the Ministry of Energy.
However, he stated that the LMCS company has taken off all works on the pipeline at Paria Fuel Trading Company for the time being. The minister further noted that the government will not speculate or make any assumption as to what may or may not have happened that led up to this tragedy incident.
Additionally, LMCS has been taken off of all work on the pipelines at Paria for the time being. The government will not speculate or make any assumptions with respect to what may or may not have happened that led up to this tragic accident where unfortunately 4 of our nationals have lost their lives.
Now viewers, LMCS has taken an attorney, Gerard Ramdin, to defend them. We are hearing all sorts of things that is taking place. Say, watch me, it's a serious thing, you know. It is a serious thing. Stuart stated that Parias continue to communicate daily with the families of the divers about how they could help them. Counseling service provided by the company were originally for a 1-year period. So the company has decided to give them counseling for 1 year. Hear this, eh? Those divers, according to death certificate, according to the death certificate, they died at a later date. So all this time they were there in that pipeline, hoping and praying while struggling to survive in that pipeline, hoping and praying that somebody would save them. But we heard officials wanted to cap the line. We heard Coast Guard preventing them. We heard that. Caller, good night.
Saeed, good night.
Go right ahead, my dear.
Saeed, if the deceased family don't move like yesterday, you know what's going to happen? All protocols were followed, and goodbye, Mr. Chips. I want those family members to be like a tick in a cow's rear with those people, Saeed. Saeed, these young men gone and leave their family behind, and everybody taking out themselves, and who are pointing fingers at who. I have relatives that work out there on those things and diving, and you must have a manager operating certain parts of the platform on top for protection and safety of these fellas that went down under this water, right? So it's not one person had to be held accountable, you know. It's a good bit of them supposed to be held accountable, and let these people take outside lawyers, not from here where the government could pay them, you know, and close up shop, you know. Take it from outside and let the government pay the English lawyers to come in here, and wherever they could bring them from side, take them from outside, because there's too much cover up in this country. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear. It would be nice. Now, this went international, and it would be nice to hear of some lawyers, high-profile lawyers in other country, decides to join forces with the family down here to get proper information, result on what took place on that day. On that day. It would be nice. It would be nice. You know, somebody from Houston to come down to Trinidad to assist the family. That would be nice. Now, Jared is a good guy, you know. Jared is a good guy. And I'm glad he's on this case. I'm glad. Minister of Health Terence Dayal Singh have stated that if the population does not show an interest in using the recently received Pfizer vaccine, it would have an effect on TNT receiving another additional vaccine. Dayal Singh stated that the gift of vaccine from the US came with conditions. Listen.
Pfizer vaccines, which the population was clamoring for at one point in time. They are here. Let us use it. I just want to alert the population that if we don't use this 75,000 or a significant portion of it, we don't do ourselves any favors in getting the second tranche of 75,000.
So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but there is more to discuss with Terence when we come back.
Are you looking for quick cash and do not know where to turn? We have got the answer for you. Visit us at Realtalk Group of Companies. We are a licensed money lending financial institution. We are located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Our phone numbers are 339-1670, 267-7325 or 238-6716. Contact us today. We look forward to hearing from you.
Do you want to make the best investment but not sure where to turn? Put your mind at ease and worry no more. Real Talk Group of Companies is giving you a whopping 3.5% interest on your investments. Come on down and visit us today. We have 2 convenient locations just for you. Visit us at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando. Sit back and watch your money grow at Real Talk Investment. Do contact us now at 238-6716, 339-1670, or 242-7690. Our team of professionals are waiting for you. Grab this opportunity and invest today. Real Talk Investment, helping real people make real money. This ad was paid for by the Real Talk Group of Companies Limited.
Are you looking for the right investment?
Do you want to make the best investment?
The Alsing added that at one point in time, TNT's population was clamoring for this Pfizer vaccine.
However, this gift comes with a proviso. You may recall we had to, unfortunately, dump roughly 260,000 doses of Pfizer vaccines, which was gifted to us, I just want to alert the population that the second tranche of 75,000, if we do not use or show an appetite to use a significant or all of the 75,000 doses, we would be jeopardizing our ability to receive any more vaccines. I just want to put that on the table.
So viewers, he's asking us to take this Pfizer vaccine. The Alsing also noted that the rollout of the newly received Pfizer vaccine began on Saturday. He also said that rollout for the 12 to 18 age group would restart on the 14th of March. The Alsing said that while there is no firm date of the receipt of the COVID-19 vaccine for children 5 to 11, at this time the ministry will be asking parents to bring their children to be vaccinated, as was done with the 12 to 18 age group. Like I said, a lot of parents is watching what is taking place before they carry their kids. Because when they first introduced the vaccine to Trinidad and Tobago, there's a lot of complication took place with individuals and nobody followed up on it. Nobody. But the ministry complaining, they are complaining that, oh, we have a halt with the people going to take the vaccine, but nobody from the ministry followed up on individuals that took the vaccine and end up with adverse conditions. Nobody followed up. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead.
Mr. Ali, good night. I have a concern for the longest while for umpteen years. I'm calling specifically from Fyzabad area inside Devil Trace. It have some cows. We know the owners are the cows and them. They have the cow let go. It's distressing our whole village. We went to the pre-lastning in Princestown. We went to the Fyzabad police station, which is a total waste of time. We went to the town meeting when Gary was in power. Nothing being done. And may I have to tell you, the prices are market and cost of living now.
So,
you understand?
Let me ask you something. The owner of the animal, is he taking responsibility for it?
Well, it's theirs. It had one previous time the police in Fyzabad told us to hold them and bring it in the pond. While holding the cows, the police, they surround us with a set of cutlass and thing, and it had real big thing. Nothing come out of that. They hold us and
who surrounded you? The owners of the animal?
Yes, yes.
And what did the police do about it?
Nothing, absolutely nothing. Faizabad police is a total waste of time. Because it's from where we live in, the whole village and extended, they're in distress with these cows. Real stress.
And the
it's about 20-something cow legos and giving problems, you know.
So the police not stepping in?
Nothing,
to
nothing.
let the owners capture their animals.
Couple times I can talk to them and they never hold it. They always say they go hold it and they do is nothing about it. No, absolutely nothing.
I just want to get this clear before I make a statement. When you report the matter to the Faizabad police station, right? Is the officers going to talk to the owners to make sure and take their animal and tie them on their compound to graze?
Yes, yes. Couple times, yes. They does go and tell them.
All right. Now, is the owner doing anything or coming for his animal to prevent it from damaging the neighborhood?
Nothing. They don't even have rope on the neck.
All right, good. Here what to do. If all you have a licensed firearm, shoot the animal. I telling all of that on national television.
But a licensed firearm?
If you have a licensed firearm, shoot the animal and kill them stone dead. When the owner comes and the police come, tell the owner your bill for damages to your property. Okay. Because if the owner, I go tell you something, somebody came to me with an incident like this and they went to a station in a district and the officers did nothing, the owner did nothing. Let me tell you something. The man had about 22 or 23 animals just let loose to damage the neighborhood. One guy came to me, I tell him, the same questions I'm asking you is the same thing I asked the guy. I didn't know what I tell him. I said, get somebody with a licensed firearm and start shooting the animal. And when the owner do come, show him the external damage that your animal caused. Because nobody claimed the animals.
No, nobody.
If nobody is claiming the animal, shoot the animal stone dead with a licensed firearm. And when the police come, tell them, hey, here we're going. I have my license to hold a firearm and that animal have no owner.
Okay.
And shoot it dead one time.
Okay then.
And you will see how fast that animal, you will see how fast those animals have owner. Because I will tell you something. I will tell you something. There's a lot of people in Trinidad and Tobago do not care about their neighbor's property. My dear, thank you for calling. There are owners of animals in Trinidad and Tobago and they don't care about their neighbor property and then threatening the neighbor to tell the neighbor, if you interfere with my animal, I go do for you. Get a licensed firearm and put them down one by one. And you will see how fast the owner will come and deal with them animal. You will see how fast. It's about $10, $11, $12,000 for a full-grown cow. Put them down one by one and you will see how fast the owner coming. I'm telling you. And I'm saying it on national television because I have dealt with cases like this before. And it's when the animals start to go down, then the owner has come forward. You see, I go tell you something. When a police, their job in the police station is to serve. To serve the community. To serve individuals that make reports to them. So you want to tell me the officer have no power to come and talk to the individual? And the individual have a higher rank than the officers? Only in Trinidad that has happened. Only in Trinidad. Got a licensed firearm and put down the animal one by one and you see how fast the owners will come and claim the rest of the animal because they don't want to lose their animal. So viewers, out of the incident that took place with the Coast Guard and the Venezuelan enter in Trinidad and Tobago, and it's so sad that a toddler died in the midst. When you think that was bad, listen to this. The TNT Coast Guard has launched an investigation into another incident out at sea, this time involving the crew of a Grenadian vessel. The eight-member crew of the Grenadian vessel, the Rainier vessel. That's the name of the vessel. It's a Grenadian vessel. It's Rainier vessel. Now, this vessel, the Rainier, which weekly with weekly travels to TNT to conduct trade, claims its members encountered a nightmare experience with the TNT Coast Guard, which resulted in the physical assault and hospitalization of at least one crew member. Reports stated that a routine check was performed by the Coast Guard on March 2nd at around 3 a.m. The vessel operator, Keith Joseph, recounted that the crew was met with... Before I say the word, listen to this.
My crew member here said, you better be careful with the pointing of that gun, because you had an incident where a kid was accidentally shot and killed, and that made it even more worse. And he said, you know what, we're taking you guys to the base. Captain said, why you don't want to take us to the base? Because it's kind of difficult to maneuver in there. We've never been in there before with that boat, and she's pretty heavily laden. And he continued to say, well, I mean, you heard what he's saying. You're not deaf. Bring the so-and-so boat in there.
So hear this. Joseph said that the boat captain was pulled off by a Coast Guard member and slapped and kicked. A second crew member who had voiced concerns over the officer use of a gun was then beaten. Listen to this.
One guy, the same guy who boarded the boat, jumped on board and just pulled the captain off, pushed him off onto the docks. He was, brutalized, slapped, kicked, punched, thrown to the ground. And the same guy pointed to my crew member who mentioned to him about the shooting incident with the Coast Guard. And he said, I want you to come down. So he proceeded, and as he landed there, two of them jumped on him. Slaps, kick, punch. He fell to the ground. They continued kicking him. I tried to shout to them to stop.
Viewers, GBN is a news station in Grenada. So when he talked about the kid, the child, the toddler that was killed, and it was TNT Coast Guard with the toddler and TNT Coast Guard in this issue, I decided to highlight the matter. The crew member was later hospitalized at the Port of Spain General Hospital for several injuries, one of which he now requires surgery for. So just imagine this, surgery. The hospitalized crew member that stated he had suffered broken bone and other injuries as a result of the beating. Listen to this.
Started pea blood on my face. I got a broken bone, both places on my face. Painful, I getting pain in the left side of my head. Real pain. I can't really watch in the sunlight because it make me eye glory.
As a result, Joseph said that the crew would be seeking legal redress for the incident and that the authorities should be held accountable for their action.
These are the reasons that we're going to take it legally to make somebody responsible, because we cannot be responsible. This is not a simple surgery. It's not a cheap surgery. Okay, so the Coast Guard, the Trinidad government, somebody has to take responsibility for that. I'm in a position to stand up, and I'm not afraid to stand up. It's the guy's rights, it's our rights, it's human rights. It involves everyone. It's not just us. Because if that happened to us, we trade with Trinidad every week. What will happen to a foreign vessel? People who can't speak English fall into their hands.
Just imagine. So Joseph questioned, what will happen to us? We trade with Trinidad every week. What will happen to the foreign investors who can't speak English when they fall into the Coast Guard hands? So hear this now. Hear this. In a statement released, the Coast Guard stated that it was aware of the report and immediately investigations into the matter, it said, will be conducted to determine what occurred and offer resolution. This guy came to Trinidad weekly. I believe on Tuesdays. They trade. And if this incident is happening to them, what's going to happen? Caller, good night.
Good night, sir.
Go right ahead.
I am calling concerning the checks I am that lose in San Grande. Since the night, they said since the 9th and last month, they said they would have paid back up to now. We ain't get $1 yet.
Just say over what you're saying.
The checks that loose in San Grande. The disability checks I am that lose.
Disability checks, okay.
Yeah. Up to now, we didn't get the money yet. They say it was the 9th we would have get it. The same 9th as last month.
This is in San Grande?
Yes, honey.
So since the 9th of last month, you all didn't collect all your disability checks?
No, the check was lost. Up to now, we didn't collect it yet.
Wow. So the checks in Grande, but not distributed?
No, they say it lost and they would have paid back, and up to now, they ain't paid back yet.
Okay. Thank you so much for highlighting it, my friend. Because I know last month they had the set of checks that was stolen from Grande. Is it disability checks? Wow. So today's the 7th of March, and that incident happened since the 9th of February, and up to now, nobody collected checks. Just imagine that, eh? And how long now that investigation have to go on? And on top of that now, groceries had done business with legitimate individuals who come to the establishment to change the check for groceries. Remember we had the president of the Supermarket Association, Rajiv Dipti, someday last week talking about this matter? Look, it's the 7th of March. No check. So what is taking place now with the older folks of society, with the pension checks and disability checks? You just heard the caller since the 9th of last month, we're in the 7th of March. And nothing. Absolutely nothing. That is why I tell you viewers, when you have an incident or something happen, call in. Call in and highlight the matter. Just a Real Talk group of companies is dealing with real people to make real money. I'm Saieed Ali. This is Real Talk with Saieed Ali, and we're dealing with real issues that real people face on a daily basis. Let's imagine that. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night, Mr. Saeed.
Go right ahead.
Great program as usual.
Thank you, man.
Now, there's something called the IMO, International Maritime Organization.
Correct.
This is a body overseas.
Yes.
These sailors and so on throughout the world.
Well said, yes.
And there's something called SOLAS, Safety of Life at Sea.
Yes.
Coast guards and countries must uphold these laws. I am very saddened to see this incident happen here. Grenada, St. Vincent, Barbados have been trading with Trinidad for decades,
Correct.
And we never had incident like these things. So I think the commanding officer of the Coast Guard and the Coast Guard need to get their act together until somebody file a lawsuit on behalf of these sailors, file a lawsuit. And this incident here is millions of dollars, and I hope those Grenadians and the Grenadian captain don't leave that like that, to go under the carpet, They must file lawsuit. They have to get their act together. We never had incidents with Coast Guard beating sailors and killing sailors.
True.
So what's going on? Is it like they're smoking weed down there, or they're on drugs, or what? We have to find out what's going on. Thank you very much, Mr. Saeed, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, my friend. And I believe the eye surgery, the surgery the guys have to do is relating to his eyes. But I have a consulate in Grenada. He loves to watch my show. I'm hoping he's looking on tonight and will contact me later on. But I have a contact in Grenada. We'll find out what is taking place with it. So moving along, viewers, Acting Commissioner of Police McDonald Jacob have stated that there has been improvement in the TTPS crime fighting effort. This, as murders continue to be a thorn in TNT. I go pause right there. You know murderers are allowed to get bail now? Do you know that? So listen. At the beginning of March, Jacob stated that country was previously seeking 2 and 3 murders per day. Following a meeting with National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines in January, Jacob said TTPS had a plan to combat the soaring crime rate. Since implementing the plan, he added that police solved 3 triple murders, 2 of which took place in September and December in 2020, arresting and charging 5 persons. So, showing the result of increased effort, he said TNT recorded 53 murder in January. By implementing strategy measures, there were 34 in February. 34 in February. But now, murderers in prison can apply for bail. I believe there's about 1,000 applications for bail thus far. So all this talk, Jacob, you waste your time bumping your gum about the strategies to combat murders, while murderers in prison are allowed to apply for bail now. And I believe, if I'm not mistakenly, there's about 1,000 applications for bail in the courthouse. So how are you going to deal with that now? How are you going to deal with that? So this individual who you have caught for the triple murder, you know what they have? They have the opportunity to apply for bail. Jacob, so what you did? You have a strategy, you have a plan, but the murderers could apply for bail. So just how you boast about your officers and them solved the murder. 2 triple murder they solved. They got the individual, all well and good. Congratulations. Hey, congratulations to the officers for doing a marvelous job in carrying out their duty. That would be the homicide division. In carrying out their duty, in gathering evidence, in executing what they had as a plan. And they solved the murder. Congratulations. Let me tell you something. A hearty congratulations to those hard-working officers and them. But Jacob. Murderers can apply for bail now. So all that work that the officers did, where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go, Jacob? And if granted, they will be outside to roam the streets. They will be outside. So what is going to happen to eyewitnesses now in Trinidad and Tobago? Where are they going to go? Where are they going to go? Is there a proper witness protection program in Trinidad? Ask yourself that, McDonald Jacob. Ask yourself that. So I'm asking myself that. These officers and them, I know a lot of homicide officers who go out and do their job honestly. They gather evidence, they make their call, they monetize situation, they do their stakeouts. But at the end of it, a murderer can apply for bail. So where does that lead? Eyewitnesses. You just hang them out to dry. That is what you did. How could we do such a thing? So now I want to hear now from the human rights lawyers. Well, you're there. I want to hear all you. Who are they going to stand up for now? Alleged murderers? Victims of murder? Families? Or witnesses? Where did you leave witnesses? When witnesses tell themselves they were safe to come out in the grocery because the individual is in prison. When they thought they were safe to come out, now they have to think twice before coming out. Why? Because if that individual get bail to come outside, I am dead. Think about that Trinidad and Tobago. I want the law association. I want the law association. I want the magistrate. I want the judge. I want the lawmakers to look into this. Because this is a serious thing. Oh, I now see it. I now see it. Just try it up there, Shane. So, you know, Trinidad and Tobago would have people who would say, well, me and Ian Allen on war with this, with that. We're trying to see who are the best TV program. Today, my good friend stopped by. So all those individuals who said, well, Saieed, you and Ian on war and all are competing. Let me tell you something. Real Talk with Saieed Ali, and I've been saying this, is a current affairs program. We deal with issues that are facing the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Ian Allen is the host of Crime Watch. He deals with crime. You see how police deal with crime? We deal with crime. That is what he does. I, on the other hand, will push for police to get better service from the government, such as housing, such as allowance, such as vehicle, to do their jobs. So he has a part to play and I have a part to play. So all those who like to talk outside, you and Ian and war and all the bacchanal, no, we are no bacchanal, friend. He stopped by me today. So I just want you all to understand the war and the words of war. We don't have nothing like that. I pull in with my van in front of my business place, and he saw me, he was passing, he saw me, he pulled aside, we stop, we talk, we laugh. So it's not tit for tat, it's not war of words. I want to let you understand that. Me and Ian have nothing. We have nothing because I understand Ian has a portfolio of crime. Real Talk have the portfolio of the drain, the road, the bridges, the negotiation, the union, the way people live in the country, the disabilities, the government sectors, the police not getting back pay, nurses protesting. All these issues we deal with. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial back, but when we come back, we're just going to wrap up tonight.
Are you looking for quick cash and do not know where to turn? We have got the answer for you. Visit us at Real Talk Group of Companies. We are a licensed money lending financial institution. We are located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Our phone numbers are 339-1670, 267-7325 or 238-6716. Contact us today. We look forward to hearing from you.
Do you want to make the best investment but not sure where to turn? Put your mind at ease and worry no more. Real Talk Group of Companies is giving you a whopping 3.5% interest on your investments. Come on down and visit us today. We have 2 convenient locations just for you. Visit us at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chagonas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando. Sit back and watch your money grow at Real Talk Investment. Do contact us now at 238-6716, 339-1670, or 242-7690. Our team of professionals are waiting for you. Grab this opportunity and invest today. Real Talk Investment, helping real people make real money. This ad was paid for.
So viewers, we're out of time for tonight, but nevertheless, tomorrow is Tuesday the 8th of March. We'll have our next live show from 7 to 8 p.m. There's a rerun of this program tomorrow from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Remember, call us for a great return on your investment. Until we meet again, good night.